Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah. So tell me about this team. What's special about this team?
I call them, and I mean, this might sound bad, but I call them a band of badasses. But what is very special about it is extraordinary leadership in Petros Kyprianou and Kate Hall, and outstanding youth in Lena Irby and Jess Drop, and Tara Davis, of course. But showing up and doing what they did, 6 of them, scoring and putting up this big show, means that quality prevail over quantity. And that's the way I like to do things here, and that's the way they like to be identified as. That's Petros Kyprianou. That's the reason why this team won, or this is Lena Irby. That's the reason why these guys won. I just want to elevate the student-athlete experience and their value at that level, because in the end of the day, it takes few fierce ladies or guys to get the job done. It doesn't take an army. It's got to be tactically and positively placed at that level. And props to everybody that made this happen.
In college sports in general, recruiting tends to be one of the, maybe the
Number
biggest
one.
factor. Yeah. Okay. Depending on how you look at it, but of course, yeah. So tell me about your recruiting, and you seem to be recruiting the EU. Is that because of your Cypriot birth, or?
Recruiting comes first, period. There's no other way around it. And I told my assistants that you can't think you're the top dog in coaching, You got to recruit and develop. I mean, I believe in both. It's 50-50, but if you don't have the superstar and you don't know how to develop her or him, I mean, you shouldn't be here, I do recruit the best in the world, and most of the times the best in the world is in this country, sometimes in the state. I don't care where they're from, as long as they have the grace to get in, as long as they have the personality to be around me, and we have a good chemistry, and obviously have the accolades at a young level. I'm going to go after them pretty hard. And it happened in the women's side. I mean, we only had one European girl, I believe, in our German stud, Luisa. In the men's side, we have a little more diversity, but also having athletes from all over the world help them develop as people and as young adults, because they get to know different cultures and appreciate the human race in general. So these kids, this team, and it's funny because on Thursday night when I had my big speech and a nice dinner we got, I said, hey, I would like the seniors or the captains to step up and say something. It took them about 30 seconds. Every single one of them, I asked for a 20-second speech. And it took about 45 minutes that we're talking. They were so close with each other, and they have each other's back. And to me, as the head coach, means a lot. And that comes from the diversity we have on the team.
You mentioned having, I can't remember the words you used, but the right stuff, I think, to play for you or to compete for you.
Yeah.
Describe that. What are you talking about? Wait, are you a tough coach? Is that what you're saying?
I'm very demanding and attention to detail, but I dedicated these championships on a personal level to my late father-in-law that just passed. That was my first mentor. He was the Nick Saban, let's say, of Europe, European football or soccer over there, and he taught me how making simple things extraordinary well can help you succeed. And I'm very, very demanding in simple things and doing it the right way, like from how the athletic trainers present and look at the athletes, the academic advisors, ourselves, every day, like the way they move, the way they walk, the way they go to class, everything pays huge dividends if you attack them early. You always got to be 2 steps ahead of the game. Sometimes comes off as hard, as super disciplined, but in the end of the day, when it's all said and done, they get a pat on the back, they get a hug. You got to be hard on them, but in the end of the day, you got to give them a hug and explain to them why you were hard on them, or why you were hard on your assistants or your support staff. And everybody loves these moments. And I mean, you can see how this philosophy pays off if you have the right people around you. Not everybody can survive in that environment, But having the support of the administration and the athletes, promoting the athlete, that's number one. Because in the end of the day, they know that if we push every day and we get the right technique, because this is where it all comes down to. Coming to practice, prepare that I'm going to get the best out of you that day. Like, you're not going to just come through, whether you had a bad day or a good day, or you broke up with your boyfriend, girlfriend, or you fought with your parents or whatever. That hour and a half you're going to be with me is going to be perfection, or close to perfection. And if we don't do it, then it's on me.
Thank you, Coach.
Appreciate it. Thank you.